ChatGPT has officially came out and offered a price prediction on where Palantir's stock could be by the end of 2024. So in this video, we will take a look at that prediction as well as what it would mean for Palantir's earnings over the course of the next year. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for more videos like this one. This is the article that we will be taking a look at here today, and there are actually two AI models that have gone in and predicted where Palantir's stock will trade by the end of the year. And one thing to keep in mind while we look at these predictions is where Palantir's stock is traded over the last year. We can see that in the past 12 months, Palantir is up over 140%. And just in the past couple of months, Palantir is down over 21% from its 52-week highs of over $21. And this move down from Palantir comes on the back of some downgrades from analysts claiming that the AI industry is overhyped. And while I agree that AI received a lot of hype in 2023, it's important to keep in mind how Palantir traded over 2022 because the stock was down over 65% throughout the course of the year. So over the course of the last 2 years, we have seen Palantir trade in two completely opposite ways. So it's going to be interesting to see what these AI models predict. And the first one that we have up here is CoinCodex. And CoinCodex predicts that Palantir's stock will trade at $63.54 by the end of 2024. That is about a 281% gain from the current stock price. So that is about double what we saw in 2023. But what's even more interesting is the chart that the AI model generated. We can see that over the course of the next month, they're expecting the stock to trade up to around $21. From there, however, they expect it to fall back to similar price levels that we're at right now, and then go on a massive tear through the second half of the year all the way up to that $63 mark. The second prediction we have up here is from ChatGPT, and they actually offered a range for 2024. So they're expecting the most likely price range to be anywhere from $20 to $40, but their bullish scenario works out to a price above $50. For their most likely price range, they are making assumptions of a combination of steady growth, potential partnerships, and consistent financial performance. And for the bullish case, ChatGPT says that they are making assumptions that if the company demonstrates strong revenue growth, increased market share, and favorable macroeconomic conditions, the stock could potentially reach $50 or higher by the end of 2024. And personally, out of all of the points that ChatGPT brings up, I think the most important one is strong revenue growth. If we see Palantir get back to revenue growth numbers of 25 or even 30%, that would be huge for the stock price. Sadly, over the course of the last year or so, we've seen Palantir's revenue growth sitting at around 17 to 18% year over year. However, before we started getting these massive increases in interest rates, we did see Palantir growing around 25 to 30%, and we could potentially get back there if we start seeing interest rates dropping in the back half of 2024. And the reason interest rates can be important for a business like Palantir has to do with the customers that they are trying to attract. There are a lot of commercial customers out there that have not yet tried Palantir's software, and what needs to happen is money needs to be cheaper for a lot of these customers to feel more comfortable investing in new technology like what Palantir is offering. And even though US government contracts are important and provide a very stable base for Palantir's business, they only grew 10% year over year in their most recent quarter. However, US commercial customer revenue growth was up 33% year over year in the third quarter of 2023. So right now, analysts are projecting that EPS numbers for 2024 will come in around 29 cents. This is the average estimate of 16 analysts. We can see that they have a low estimate of 23 cents and a high EPS estimate of 35 cents. And with these EPS estimates, we can see that the current forward P ratio for Palantir is sitting around 55. So what we can do with these AI generated price targets is we can actually find 2025 EPS estimates based off these AI models. And that may be a little bit confusing. These are 2025 EPS estimates because of how this is set up. The first factor being the fact that this is the price by the end of 2024, and the second being that we are going to use the current forward P ratio and assume that by the end of 2024, Palantir would still be trading at that forward P ratio of 55.56. So what that means for the CoinCodex model is that they are predicting that EPS will reach $1.14 by the end of 2025. And for ChatGPT, they're predicting that EPS by the end of 2025 will reach anywhere from 36 cents all the way up to 90 cents. And honestly, I think that Palantir could achieve some of these numbers over the course course of the next 2 years. We have seen over the past 2 years, Palantir go from negative $0.52 billion all the way up to their current net income of around $0.148 billion. And in my opinion, one thing that could prevent Palantir from hitting some of these targets is their pricing model. They generally sign multi-year deals, whether it's a commercial customer or a US government entity. What that ultimately could lead to is light payments on the front end while they establish their software with these businesses, and then larger payments over the course of the next few years as they start getting that software rolled out and working within the business. So full transparency, I do own shares of Palantir and I like the stock for the long term. I think they have a lot of upside potential still left. I think AI is just getting started, and I think we could see Palantir go on another run throughout 2024. However, do not buy a company just because some random guy on YouTube talked about it. Do not buy a company just because some AI model said that it could go up 300% over the next year. Make sure you understand your own investments, that you buy them based off your own risk tolerances and what you are really looking for to build out of your portfolio. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe. And as always, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day.